Bona tarda a tothom. Si podeu anar seient, si us plau.
Good afternoon, everybody.
La roda de premsa amb el tècnic del Futbol Club Barcelona,
We're going
Xavi
to start
Hernández.
the press conference with our head coach, Xavi Hernández.
Comencem amb el torn de...
We'll start with Barça TV.
Si us plau.
Què tal, Xavi? Bona tarda, Marc Grau de Barça TV.
Good afternoon, Xavi. The other day after the game against Napoli, you said that in current football, there are problems in terms of rhythm. And tomorrow you're playing against a team that likes to interrupt the game, that can create problems for your team. Do you think that tomorrow one of the keys is to impose your way of playing? Yes, of course. We need to impose our rhythm, move the ball quickly. We'll try to achieve that there are no interruptions in the game, but Valencia are a team with a great coach. They work very well. He worked great with Getafe and now with Valencia. They have high intensity, aggressiveness. They're very intense. They win the ball back many times. There are lots of interruptions, but I wasn't referring to Valencia. I was talking about football in general from what I see. It's going to be a tough game, very intense, lots of duels, very aggressive. We'll try to impose our will, but it's going to be a tough game in a tough stadium. We'll try to impose our style, though.
Què tal, Xavi? Ramon Salmorri, de Catalunya Ràdio, en directe també a Catalunya Informació. Evidentment faltava l'entrenament d'avui, però com està Araujo?
How is Araujo? Will he be available for tomorrow? We're optimistic. He's going to be in training today. He'll try himself out. He's a professional. He's very implicated. We hope that he feels well, and it'll depend on the sensations he has in training now. But he wants to be with us. And if there's nothing strange going on, we'll be able to count on him tomorrow.
Bona tarda, Laia Coll de RAC1. Demà tens una defensa de circumstàncies. Un dels jugadors que podria jugar en aquesta línia defensiva és Sergi.
Tomorrow you're compromised in defense. One of the players who could be there is Sergi Roberto, who's now injured. But right now, the negotiations for his renewal seem to be halted. Do you think it's important for him to renew his contract? I've said it many times that Sergi is a player who has to stay at the club. Obviously, this is something that the club have to deal with, and his agents at the club need to agree. But I would count on him. It depends on him, though. It depends on the economic circumstances of the club. But in terms of football, there are no doubts that he is an important player for me and for the future of Barça.
¿Qué tal, Xavi? Santiago en directo para el Carrusel Deportivo de la cadena SER. Bueno, has comentado ahora el tema del Valencia. El otro día
you talked about Valencia.
Que es el del tiempo efectivo.
The other day you talked about effective time.
Y precisamente jugáis contra el equipo.
And tomorrow you're playing against a team that stops the game a lot, that interrupts it. How do you combat that? How do you find a balance in that when interrupting the game benefits a team like Valencia? And do you think it's logical that there are teams who play with that, who want to waste time, who want to stop the game? Each one plays with the circumstances and the rules that football allows. That's why I said that a good solution for more justice in football would be to play real time, effective time. There would be no debates in terms of extra time, of added time, time wasting that's not necessary, playing with the result. Playing with the result is good, of course. Everyone does it, but you can do it by playing football. I think it's cheating to waste time. If you want to waste time, do it by playing football. Do it in real time. That's why I said the other day about the Lobo Carrasco player where he would go to the corner and protect the ball. If you do it the other way, I see it as a cheat. That's my opinion, though. I think we would be in a better place if we did that. There are no other sports. In other sports, they play with real time, and everything would be a lot fairer. I wasn't talking about Valencia, though. I wasn't pointing the finger at anyone.
Cómo convence a sus futbolistas.
And I think that Bordalás does a great job in convincing his players, the aggressiveness,
Segundos balones.
the duels, how he wins the ball back.
De sus futbolistas. Me parece un grandísimo entrenador. No lo digo
He's a great coach.
porque jugamos.
I wasn't mentioning that because we're playing against Valencia.
¿No? Por las pérdidas de tiempo.
It was because a question was asked.
No sé por qué era, pero no. ¿Por qué era? Por lo de fuera de juego, exacto, ¿no? Por las
Because
normas.
of offside as well.
¿Qué se puede mejorar? Pues mi opinión es.
What rules can be improved? That's one of my opinions.
¿Qué tal, Xavi? Germán García, Radio Nacional. Al hilo de esto que estabas hablando y de Bordalás, al que consideras un buen entrenador, el juego
In regards to what you were talking about and Bordalás,
personalmente, como entrenador, ¿te gusta?
do you like the style that he proposes?
Me gusta la intensidad, me
I
gusta
like intensity. I like the duels.
cómo imprime carácter a su equipo.
I like the character he gives to his teams.
El modelo de juego es diferente al nuestro. Ellos
The
juegan
style that he plays is different. He's more direct. They look for those second balls. They play out on the wing and they cross it in. But I like that intensity, that rhythm, that aggressiveness. Well understood, of course.
duelos de segundo balón que seguramente
They
lo
win
trabajarán
duels, and I'm sure they'll do that tomorrow as well.
mucho
He's a very interesting coach, of course.
trabajamos nosotros, pero
Different to what we do,
un grandísimo entrenador, insisto.
but he's a great coach.
De ahí
very good.
Los resultados de
And
sus equipos,
the results prove it.
su personalidad.
He gives them his personality.
Buenas tardes, Xavi. Víctor Navarro para el tiempo de juego de la cadena COPE. Esta semana cayó en Liga el Atlético de Madrid. Es un rival directo del Barça para
During the week, Atletico de Madrid
¿Cómo de importante
lost.
¿Qué tenéis mañana contra
They're a direct rival in that fight for the fourth spot. And how important is the game tomorrow for you?
Ahora para nosotros
Every game is a final for us.
el objetivo es
Our first objective is to be in the top four in La Liga. So tomorrow is another final, and every game is a final.
en las circunstancias
At
que
Barça, that's what it is,
con urgencias
especially in the circumstances we're living right now.
para nosotros, pues prepararlo de la mejor manera posible. Hoy
We need to
entrenaremos
prepare as best as possible.
de viajar y
We'll train today before traveling. We'll analyze Valencia, where they can hurt us, where they can harm us, how we can defend, what they do. We'll work it,
para nosotros es
and
fundamental
we'll have to prepare.
puntos mañana.
It's very important for us to win the 3 points tomorrow.
¿Qué tal? Alejandro Segura, en directo para Marcador de Radio Marca. El otro día vimos a Ferran Torres después
The
de
other day we saw
partido, salió llorando
Ferran Torres
de prensa.
crying in tears after the game.
Le tocaba al cuerpo técnico, ¿no? Levantarle un poco
Now,
a Ferran
after the game, you said that it was a task of the
de cara al partido de mañana.
coaching staff to lift his spirits. Have you talked to him?
Absoluta en él, ¿no? No
Yes, we talked, and we have total confidence in him.
y que lo va a ser más todavía.
He's a great player, I have no doubts. He's very young, we have to help him, we have to believe in him.
No tengo ninguna duda.
I have no doubts with Ferran.
Ahí el fichaje,
I have confidence in him, and he's going to make the difference. He's done it in the national team, he did it at Manchester City, he did it at Valencia when he was very young, and he will do it at Barca as well.
no será, es una cuestión de confiar en él, de fe.
It's not a question of quality, we'll have faith in him.
Pues esta finalización que nos está faltando
And
no solo a Ferran.
in coaching as well, I mean, we'll have to train, we'll have to prepare them and help them in terms of finishing, which is what the team is struggling with at the moment. But I have no doubts that he will score important goals for the team.
Xavi, Alfredo Martínez, Radio Estadio Onda Cero. Yo también individualizo en otro nombre.
I would like to talk about another name, Frenkie de Jong. We all think that he has great potential. Do you think that he still has a lot left to get to what we're expecting from him? The other day he played in the holding midfielder position. Would you see him as a central defender as well, if you needed it?
Jugadorazo.
For me, Frenkie is a great player. He's helping us a lot. He's made a big step forward since we arrived.
Dinámico,
He's more dynamic.
tuvo unas molestias en el solio que también no le
He had some discomfort in his calf, which didn't allow him to play comfortable in the Super Cup. Now he's very dynamic. He's not losing the ball. He works in defense. He gets into the box. He's scored goals. It's Frenkie.
para marcar diferencias, para estar muchos
He's a player who can make the difference. He's
que esté a gusto.
got to be here many years. He's destined to be here many years, and he's going to bring a lot to us.
Física también importante.
In midfield, there is a lot of physical demand as well, but he's important for us. He's helping us a lot.
Sí, él dice
He's at a great level.
autoexigente.
He's very self-critical and self-demanding. He wants to improve, but that's great.
mejorando, sin ninguna duda.
He's a professional, and he's going to continue to improve, no doubts.
Con Central también sería una emergencia, ¿no?
And as a centre-back, yes, of course, it would be in an emergency, but in terms of duel, speed, he would be an option. But of course, he's not the first option. He's a pure midfielder, but he could adapt to playing as a centre-back.
David Ibáñez.
Hola Xavi, buenas tardes. David Ibáñez de Mediaset. ¿Cómo has visto a tus jugadores después de ese 1-1?
How have you seen your players after that 1-1 draw? You said that this was the way to go, the way that the team played. Do you think that that result will make them come out with a point to prove tomorrow? That's what I said to them. We played a great game. We lacked efficiency to finish our chances and win it. But I was very happy with how the team worked, how they played, the opportunities we created. In general, it was a great game by the team. We'll try to play at that level tomorrow, but we want to polish our efficiency, of course. Valencia are a team that are playing at home, very motivated, very aggressive, very rocky, very intense. So tomorrow's a big test for us.
Hola Xavi, bona tarda, aquí Anaïs Martí de La Vanguardia. El València ara té un futbolista que el Barça coneix bé com és Ilaix Moriba.
Valencia have a football player who Barca know well, Ilaix Moriba. He played under Ronald Koeman. He left to Leipzig, and now he's at Valencia. What's your opinion on Ilaix Moriba and the fact that he left?
L'estàs veient ara i quina valoració en fas d'ell futbolísticament?
How are you seeing him now? And what's your opinion? Everyone decides their own future. Being at Barça, people can make the mistake of leaving the best club in the world, and that's at least what I think. But that was his decision, and we have to respect it. He's a very complete player. He can get into the box. He's had an opportunity now. He didn't play much at Leipzig, so now he has a chance to prove himself at Valencia. But it was a shame, of course, that he decided to leave. But everyone decides their own future as they believe.
Albert Nadal.
And we wish him the best, of course.
Hola Xavi, bona tarda. Albert Nadal del diari Ara. Quan vas arribar, després dels teus primers partits aquí al Barça...
When you arrived after your first few games at Barça as a coach here,
al vestidor, a l'equip, certs automatismes que et
you
van sorprendre que faltessin, no?
mentioned that there were movements in the team that were lacking, that you were surprised by that. Do you feel like after all of these games, the team has gained that with the winter transfer market, with having players back like Pedri? Yes, I do believe. Not in terms of result, because we haven't been able to achieve the results we wanted, but in the way we're playing, yes. We're dominating, we're pressing well, we're getting into the box, we're creating opportunities, we understand the way we want to play. When we have to attack into space, everything that I was missing in the first few weeks, I think we've improved on that. I think that the way we're playing is positive. There's a long way to improve still, but I think we're on the right track.
Marc Fuster.
Hola Xavi, Marc Fuster para La Sexta y Antena 3. El otro día vimos por primera vez a Dembélé jugar en el Camp Nou después del...
The other day we saw Dembélé play at Camp Nou for the first time.
Aplausos. No sé si crees que...
At the beginning he got booed, then he got applauded.
Por la forma de jugar del Valencia.
Now we are playing away from home, and because of the way that Valencia played, do you think that it's a good moment to put Dembélé in the lineup? Yes, I do think so, but it might be tomorrow, it might be on Thursday. He's one more player of the squad. I think it's not news anymore. The other day, the boos transformed into applause, so that's great. We're going to use him. When he played against Espanyol, when he played against Napoli, he came in and he was positive, he played well, he created opportunities, he was dynamic. He had the conviction that we demand from a winger to go one-on-one and get into the box. He's going to help us a lot.
Hola, Xavi. Xavi Lemus, de TV3. Parlant de noms propis, volia preguntar quin estat està Memphis Depay.
I wanted to ask about Memphis Depay. What is his situation?
Però
I imagine it's complicated that he will get into the squad list, but do you think he'll be able to count on him for the game against Napoli or against Athletic Club? And can he help in terms of that lack of efficiency that the team have had in terms of scoring? Yes, we're waiting for him. He had a complicated injury, and then he didn't recover. He's almost ready. If not tomorrow, it might be Napoli, maybe Athletic, but I think it's going to be this next week. And he's going to help us. He can make the final pass, he can score, he can get into the box, and he's another player that we're adding to the cause to accomplish our objectives.
Hola Xavi, Jordi Carnero, Diari Sport. Des que va reaparèixer la Supercopa...
Since he came back in the Super Cup, Pedri has played practically every minute. He's been very important for the team. Taking into account what happened at the beginning of the season, do you think you have a strategy to give him a few less minutes? Yes. We'll try to allow Pedri not to get too fatigued, but he's going to be very important to the team. He also needs recovery, of course. We'll have to dosify his minutes. We'll try to take care of him for him to not get injured again. The other day he played an absolutely fantastic game. He's a very important player for us, so we have to take care of him, like with everyone.
Hola, bona tarda. Joan Poquí, de Mundo Deportivo. Vostès van jugar un partit el dijous al vespre, tarda
You played a game on
el partit d'aquest diumenge a un quart de 5 de la tarda.
On Thursday in the afternoon. Do you understand that you've been scheduled on Sunday in the afternoon, taking into account that there was a Europa League game? Well, if it was up to me, we'd have the game at 9 o'clock, but it's not up to us. This time it's our turn, but next week it will be another team's turns. And obviously they want the competition to be equal. It's not the best of cases, of course. We played on Thursday. It was a very demanding game, both in terms of physique and demanding. And we're playing tomorrow at 4:15. Difficult to recover players, but that's the way the schedule is done.
No, davant.
Hola Xavi, Adrián Ragás, en directo para el 10 del Barça. El otro día vimos a un Luuk de Jong que entró muy bien al campo, salió...
The other day we saw Luuk de Jong, who came in and made a positive impact. He came on against Espanyol and scored. The other day he had that bicycle kick. What role does confidence have in a player?
Más atinado en el campo.
Sí, claro, la confianza es una variable que es...
Confidence is a variable that changes everything.
Ahora lleva, creo que son 5 goles con...
Luke has scored 5 goals with us since we took over, and he's playing very well.
Es fundamental entrenar bien, ser profesional, cuidarse y en
It's very important to train well,
entonces las
and he's a professional in that sense. When we've given him the opportunity,
calidad de profesional que es, ¿no?
he's played well. So he's a great professional.
Es una garantía.
Whenever he plays, he's a guarantee. He can get in the box, he can create opportunities, and he's really going to help us. And he is helping us already. Thank you very much. The team will be training at 5:30.